Thank you for talking to Motorindia. We are at Busworld India 2026 Conclave here in Delhi. Someone who heads the Busworld conferences, what are some of your learnings that you would want to bring to India
Yeah.
in terms of the knowledge sharing, the learnings that you have in the global market that you would want India to adopt?
Yeah, it's having those conferences all over the world is just an interesting thing, and I think we should mix them more. Right here, we have like 95% are Indian operators. It's Indian knowledge here that we are sharing. I was thinking this morning in the sessions as well that what would be said if like a manager from Transport for London or a manager from the bus operator in New York or something would be mixed in the conversation. How interesting would that be? Because we are opening our minds, that's clear, but we
Yeah.
still are, let's say, limited to a certain situation. What if we could internationalize these
Correct.
discussions?
Correct.
And not only on the technical level, technology is one thing, but implementation of technology, that's the real challenge.
True, true.
And this is where we can learn from international experiences.
Do you have some examples or case studies in manner which you would want to do it? For example, there are mix of old legacy OEMs
Yeah.
versus the new age startup OEMs with electric
Yeah,
mobility.
yeah.
Is there something that can be learned or taught from the European experience, which is also similarly going towards electric and the hydrogen?
What we're doing more and more in other conversations as well is bringing in technologies or experiences from other industries, of which our bus industry can learn.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
The whole digital world is one thing, but learning from other industries who is dealing with the same kind of problems is an interesting thing.
Yeah.
I was just listening there to the debate on safety and respect for the driver,
Correct,
etc.
correct.
In Europe, there is a company who doesn't mention the driver anymore. They speak about the captain.
Captain. Yeah.
He's the captain of the vehicle, which is a complete different approach. It demands respect from the passengers. It puts the driver or the captain in a certain position. This, if somebody from that company would have been in this debate, the debate might have been different.
Yeah, you have been talking to people here, the OEMs, the operators, also the suppliers.
Yeah.
What, according to you, would lead to faster adoption of buses, scale up the demand in India? Because, of course, there is potential,
Yes.
but there is also some hesitation or some bottlenecks. What do you think they are, and how can that be solved?
I don't know, but I have some ideas about that. I don't think that the problem is still with technology; it's the implementation of technology. And since the ecosystem is widening up with electrification of the fleet, there's much more players coming in. So it makes it much more difficult to match everything with one another. I'm not sure that people who are managing the grid are talking to the bus industry to have those specific needs, etc., etc. So I think collaboration over the borders of our ancient industry is something that we all need to do. It's not only in India; it's everywhere.
And going forward, what can Indian bus community expect from Busworld conferences? Because we understand you also have regular newsletters that
Yeah.
share learnings, also online conferences and forums or webinars.
Yep.
What up next for India?
What I think is coming in the next couple of years is export of Indian products. So Busworld Europe might be a good platform for that. All our other Busworld editions might be a good platform. But the Indian market is the second already, right? It's also the fastest growing market. There is some work here in India.
Yeah.
But preparing the Indian industry for wide exports, I think that is something that we're not the experts, but we're the glue between the experts. So we can bring the people together to help you to realize that.
Got it. And lastly, if there is one change that you think should be done immediately tomorrow for the Indian bus ecosystem to collaborate, thrive together, be it in safety, be it in financing, be it in the infra, be it incentivizing the whole community, what could that be?
We just talked about that. I'm not sure that the legislation here is protecting the industry as it should be. We have in Europe, for example, we have those drive and rest time regulations. That's a good prevention of accidents. I hear that you don't have the same here, and it can be seen as a bother. And no entrepreneur wants lots of regulations or something, but it's also a protection of the industry.
Correct.
So more adapted regulations to the new situation of our industry, matchmaking the different partners. As I said, the ecosystem is widening. I think this is something that is for the next years a priority.
Yeah, and we are heading into an exciting time where we
Exactly.
have a lot of excitement and interest from the stakeholders.
Exactly. Think about one thing, huh? People will have been driving horses longer than they will be driving cars.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, yeah.
Because now we go to autonomy, etc., etc. Our industry is moving that fast that so glad to be part of it. Huh?
Lovely, lovely,
Same
wonderful
for you.
having you. Great insights. Thank you
Thank
again.
you.